ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out our next comedian, the very funny Mike Bove. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm obviously the old age portion of the show. I'd like to thank them for putting me on early because it's after my bedtime. I'm also a virgin. Probably the oldest virgin you've ever met. First time ever on stage, so go easy on me. I'm at that age where when I have to fart, I have to let a little of the fart out, just to make sure I know what I'm dealing with. Question for you. Is it a shit if it hits your underwear and doesn't leave a stain? I know you women have it difficult as you get older, but us guys don't have a cakewalk either. Last time I went to the doctor, I had to get a prostate exam. That's a lot of fun. All kinds of questions pop into my mind, like, do I have to tip this guy? I mean, how much do you tip a doctor anyhow? I want to be gentle. I got a little nervous when they told me to bend over and turn around. They had both hands on my shoulder. Turns out, I was the guy getting the tip. That's the last time I go to a doctor in Ferndale. So last week I asked my wife if she'd like a massage. She said, no, thank you. I said, well, what about me? She said, oh, you don't want a massage either. So I gave myself a massage. I was very happy with it, especially the ending. You know what's nice about getting old? Not a damn thing. It just passes you by. I don't even know the guests on late night talk shows anymore, and it's probably been 20 years since I've known a musical guest on Saturday Night Live. I mean, whatever happened to the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin? Drake? Ice Cube? Lil Nas? Who are these guys? I mean, when I was younger, Drake was Coffee Cake. Ice Cube was what you put in your drink. And Lil Nas is where you hooked up your hose outside. You know, this COVID thing has been difficult on everybody. My wife and I used to go to the fine restaurants with all the people. Now we just go to Big Boy. Nobody's there. I guess we'd rather eat shitty food than die. Thank you. All these masks. Some of these people are only wearing them covering their mouth. Well, that's like wearing boxer shorts and only cover your balls and let your dick hang out. It's not a good look. You know, timing in life is everything. If I'd had the mask mandate when I was in high school, even I would have got laid. Last year during COVID, my wife said, I want to do something new and exciting. I'm bored. I said, hey, how about having sex with me? She said, I'm not that bored, and you're not that excited. I've been married 36 years. You know, in retrospect, if I would have killed her on a wedding night, I'd be out by now. When we got married, we divided up all the household chores. She got food and entertainment. Basically, the only two good ones. I got everything else. Well, why do I put up with it? Because she's got a great rack. You know who I feel sorry for? The neglected boob. You know, the one that's never in the proper position when you're making love? It doesn't get any attention. I feel so bad for it. Sometimes I even send flowers in a card saying, thinking of you. You know, it's sad when your wife can read a 1,600-page book in a week, but she doesn't have 5 minutes for my short story. You know, the little engine that could. My next door neighbor was having a party, so I took some tables and chairs over. They had a cleaning lady there, and after I left, the cleaning lady said to my neighbor, hey, I'd like to do him. So my neighbor passed it on to my wife kind of as a heads up. My wife said, great, that's another chore I don't have to do. For our anniversary, I took her out for a nice dinner at a romantic restaurant. On the way home, she said, that was great. Now let's not ruin it by having sex. You guys ever get an itchy palm? Supposedly that means you're covered in the money. I woke up the other day and my balls were itchy. I said, hey, this is going to be a good day. Turns out I had poison ivy. You know that the penis is the softest skin on the male body? My wife says it's because all the lotion we put on it. But she's right. I get an erection every time I see a bottle of vino. I finally figured out why she likes to make love to me after she's been drinking. When she's seeing double, 4 inches seems like 8. I was going to put a mirror on our ceiling above our bed to kind of spice things up a little bit, but I couldn't find anybody to put the disclaimer on there, objects are larger than they appear. Last week we were up at our cottage and my wife was in a reclining chair and rocking back and forth and it was creaking. My son said, Dad, we gotta flip that bitch over and oil it. I said, Chris, that's your mother you're talking about. I had the hiccups once and my wife says, you know the old wives' tale, if I scare you, the hiccups will go away. So I said, okay, go ahead and get naked. My wife has a pension, or as I call it, marriage security. So I was practicing my routine for, the club here. And my wife said, you should watch a comedy, you might learn something. I said, honey, you should watch a porn, maybe you'll learn something. She took my advice and now she's doing the pool boy.